But some guys in the 60s were, and this is the video that they got back. And this is what you want, and this is the narrative you're pushing to me. So Elon Musk can't get us to the moon, but this guy can, some random guy in the 60s. Dude, in the 60s, do you guys know how behind the technology was? It's almost preposterous to think it was possible. Do you guys understand? I'm saying it's if you knew how little technology was available in 72, it's almost inhumane to think that we were going to the moon in the 70s. I'm just uneducated. I don't know shit. But then no one ever says anything with substance. Why do we have money to send robots but not the moon? I don't know. Maybe the robots are fake. With the technology now, I mean, I don't know, but now we're in a dangerous territory where we just think everything is fake, and I'm not trying to say that. But this case in particular has so many fucking holes in it, I just can't help but just look at it.
There was some amateur radio enthusiasts who built a very large dish and were able to actually listen in to the astronauts talking from the moon's surface. They didn't hear mission control, they were able to pick up just the astronauts. I
mean, yeah, Ricky, with the flick of a button, it can be as big as you want it to be.
Ian Morrison witnessed the event from a unique perspective. A student at the Jodrell Bank Radio Telescope near Manchester.
You're right. Hey, Ricky, Exposed gets 40K.
And listened into the mission of his own accord.
I should say that we were not officially tracking the Apollo craft. We were doing this for fun, our own fun and our own interest.
Houston, Apollo 11 entered and gave us a magnificent ride.
We could hear the whole conversation all the way down to the surface. They're obviously highly excited.
Captain Scott, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it.
Literally reached the surface.
That's my first-hand window right now. I can observe the entire continent of North America.
Dude, the amount of people I've seen on Kick that have no following that pull 5 to 10K on there, it's, dude, stop.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
There's like 20, 30 people there a day.
And then Neil's voice came through. The Eagle has landed. And that to me was a minute of intense relief.
First website you can ever go to with less people on it, but get more viewers, guys. Welcome to Kick. Makes more sense than landing on the moon. This is so delusional. Steve, wait, let me watch this.
In 1969, the public had little.
They literally have, dude, it's literally all fucking bots over there. If you think otherwise, you're just delusional.
Was a celebration
dude,
of technological.
Guys, listen, this is the last time I'm gonna say this. The site is ran by Stake.com. Okay, I know that you guys know the guys that run that. Okay, like, there's no need to go into detail, but you can fill in the blanks. Okay.
Supremacy. America had finally won the space race.
You're right.
Mankind's
hey, you're right, Sick. Definitely, man. Do the math on how many actual real subscribers you'll get over there, for sure.
Conspiracy theorists claim NASA faced a formidable.
Do the math on the site won't be here in a year, but no one wants to take that bet.
Just 14.
Why won't anybody take my bet, though?
Neil Armstrong test piloted a prototype.
Nobody will put 50 G's on that.
The result was disastrous.
Unfortunately, it went out of his control, and luckily he was able to eject before.
Wait, let's watch this. We're straying here. No one's denying with me. They literally are in here.
How in the world?
You won't put 50K in it? There you go. I respect the honesty.
And of course I knew.
Like, dude, here's what I'm saying, dude. Like, dude, Stake.com isn't doing anything better or different than Microsoft. It's in the streaming sphere. You're just delusional and out of your fucking mind. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Professional rescue. Had they made a faulty landing, they couldn't have got back.
Like, that's the most fair, logical take.
Conspiracy theorists question not only the technical capabilities of the landing craft.
Mag is not me. No, dude. But I'm not doing this right now.
They didn't have the technology to do it. And the risk is too great. They could not afford to risk failure. They wouldn't allow themselves to rely on science and technology to get them there.
Pat Norris is a former space
I know,
system
Rudis Lewis. There you go.
hired by NASA to analyze the challenges of navigating.
It's a smart idea, though. If I'm going to be a streamer with a following, I'm not going to go over there and want to see my viewer count plummet. So what do? They fill it. It's a good marketing tactic. Because for the same reason why people believe we landed on the moon or some other thing that just on the surface you tell them you see it, they believe you, is usually how the American human brain will work. But it's a problem because it leads to the flat earth crazies. But like not everything is what it seems. You know what I'm saying? Like the amount of times I'll see, this person has this there or that there, when it's simply just a number on your screen and you would never know the actual real number. I'm not saying the number's fake or real in all contexts, but I'm saying like to just blindly look at it without knowing full context, who's running the site, what's going on over there, knowing that they're making everybody that goes over there, if you get an exclusivity deal, they're pushing the gambling agenda on you. I'm just letting you know. Okay?
The moon.
Just know that they're crypto billionaires sitting on an island playing God. If that's who you want to put your faith in, you can do that.
And back.
In the 1950s, computers didn't really exist. But by the mid-1960s, computers were available that were powerful enough to do the calculations.
Tell Aiden that. It doesn't matter what he does. He's set for life.
By comparison with today's computers, they were
using the biggest top streamer as an example is fucking retarded.
Should surely encourage a new line of missions. Conspiracy theorists argue that this is enough to question if we ever could have gone in the first place.
We're talking about the mid-1960s here, when
they're going to buy everyone out. All right, Ricky, but you won't take the bet.
That you have in a mobile phone today,
it's like, cool story, take the bet, dude.
And the computing power that was alleged to have been used to land man on the moon.
Like a year's not that long, Ricky. You'll be out and everything. You can walk the cash to my fucking house.
Was that the computers available weren't able to provide a sufficiently...
One BTC is how much? 50 bands. I want 50 racks. I'll take it out of my Putnam. Fuck that.
Information, the computers probably wouldn't have been able to cope with it. They were...
No, it is criminal Twitch is doing it, but I'm also... It's criminal they take half, but I'm also a realist about streaming in the streaming sphere, and it's not always about, I could get more money from my sub count. It's not only about getting paid out from the sub count. It's about growth, opportunity, and potential, which is where people will throw up numbers that aren't real because they literally bought their streamers over there. Not 50 to 100, but I'm talking about outrageous numbers that don't even make any sense. So there you go.
Unlike modern-day PCs, the Apollo computer...
I've changed. You've been in the stream for a month. How would you know how I used to be?
Most of the number crunching...
24K? I'll put up 24K.
Information
Isaac Howard says the 4 months. It's non-existence. Right, so why would you grow on a dead platform like Kick? Exactly. Exactly, Bames. And that's how you shoot yourself in the foot. Right. So then how the fuck would you grow on a site that has no viewers on it? Correct. Like, that's literally the exactly. No, you don't. What do you mean? I'm saying, so explain to me. I don't want to get derailed from my moon landing video here. You're derailing me. Explain to me then, how would you... Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. If you can't organically...
My point being was that you can't grow on both of those platforms by itself.
Right. But I'm saying, so then how would you grow on Kick just itself then?
Because your clips, you could actually make clips that will do shit over on Kick.
You can make clips that'll do. In what context, man? In what?
What
I'm saying, why do people think that the discovery? But hear me out. So what's the difference then? So make the clip. So you make the clip on stream and then you upload. So what clip would you be uploading on the Kick that you couldn't upload to Twitch?
You tell me. What
I mean,
on Twitch that you
so everyone. So I don't know, but look at everyone that's ever gone viral. The clip was allowed on Twitch and TikTok or whatever, or Twitter.
What is speed done?
All that was allowed. All that was allowed. All that would have been allowed on Twitch.
On YouTube, no.
All that would have been allowed on Twitch.
Wrong.
Which ones? What do you mean? They're not going to ban the firework. Which one? They're all that all. So that's what I'm saying. To go to Kick to say you're going
to completely off
to say that you're going to go to Kick and farm a clip that you could simply do on Twitch or on YouTube is the densest thing.
Okay, so all right, so get on Omegle right now.
I can't get on Omegle. Omegle was a big part of his growth. Correct. Fine. All right,
now
you're right.
Wrong if you think
okay,
yes,
you're right. You're right. He did. Okay,
God.
you're right. No, you're right. He did. So that would be your intent then. So you're going over there to farm Omegle clips then.
I mean, you would agree with me.
All right.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Right or wrong?
That's a good idea. That's not full time. That's not going to Kick though. That's going on Kick to do that, which I'm not against doing because that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's not a full sending, throwing it, like choosing sides though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm saying if you were forced to sit on a platform, I mean.
But this is where I argue. You look at longevity. You're gonna risk building on the lesser platform, knowing if it dies, the conversion rate on the Twitch is gonna be non-existent, and it could all be for none.
Well, you're not.
That's a reality
anyway. So.
What do you mean?
Not you specifically. I'm saying creators.
No, that's what I'm saying. To get to 1,000 viewers is impossible, basically.
Right.
But you don't feel the sub counts baiting them over there? You don't think they're getting? That's what I'm saying.
Of course they do that to look good.
Right, but I'm saying so. But if you were to sit them down and explain, yeah, you get more subs here.
Sell somebody, hello.
Right, I mean, you are correct, which is what they're doing. But if I sat you down and I really explained to you, a seasoned streaming veteran who didn't get to blow up in the first fucking year, or still is not blown up, and still, or and has been in the sphere, and I can tell you on both spectrums, and I've talked to the biggest creators, and I've talked to the smallest, and everywhere in between, and I could sit you down and give you a realistic take of what you'd be going up against and what it is really at. They probably wouldn't go. They probably wouldn't go unless they were forced to, banned, gambling deals, something along those lines, right? I'm just saying, it's not that tangible. You know what I'm saying? You're saying that, if I had my 4K subs, to get the 4K subs on a secondary dead platform is near impossible.
No, I don't think you wouldn't get.
You wouldn't get anywhere there, and then people are gonna say, I'd be willing to challenge any one of those viewer counts that are on that site. I'll challenge any one of them. I don't think a single one of them is legit. I would love to have the.
Yeah, but have you seen the stats though?
But the stats of what?
Okay, do you know, I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna push. I want to reach 1 million users, which is account creation, not bots, not anything. Account creation.
Based off of what? How do you know they're all real? The guy that's tweeting that is a crypto billionaire who pushes gambling to make you broke.
Statistics.
But a statistic based off of a guy that's a crypto billionaire,
now
and
you
it's his
sound
job.
Like the guy who
No. I'm talking like a guy that was working with them for 6 months, and I know what they're capable of. You don't.
But for
you to sit here and tell these people that isn't beyond something they would do to grow their brand is delusional, and you are sick for that.
The stats show it though.
But what stats show it? I'd be willing to say there aren't 250,000 on there.
No,
really?
That's crazy.
Really? Why is that crazy? Based off of what? Where's the mobile app? There's not even a mobile app. So on top of there not being a mobile app, and half the people in here can't even access it, 1 million.
Well, everybody can access it.
So how many people? No, it's not. Look how many people in the chat can't. There's a good amount that can't. Believe it or not. The point I'm trying to make. So if there's 1 million, there's 1 million signups on the site. If we start pulling viewership on all the people that are on Kick.com, I'm promising you, I'm going to start to poke holes that you didn't think that I could poke.
Oh, 1 million users.
I'm watching right now.
I believe 250,000's inaccurate. So, Bames, you're not even believing 1 million. I believe a quarter. I think a 250,000 accounts made isn't 250,000 live. I fucking the site. That just means accounts created.
That's what I said.
No, you said they had 1 million. You believe the number.
I said 1 million users.
But I mean that number's not true.
That's what I said though.
But that's a lie. And so I'm saying it's a lie. You're saying it's not a lie, and you're saying it's not a lie because of
statistics.
They're not crypto billionaires pushing gambling to ruin a society. I was one of the guilty parties doing it.
They're not pushing gambling.
But Ricky, here's my issue. If you want to get in I'm going to start deafening you, because if you're going to get in the Discord call and just start not making any sense, I'm going to end the call. What do you mean? What do I mean?
How am I not making sense?
What do you mean, dude? They made Dan Dangler gamble for a little bit. They're pushing the narrative.
They made them.
I'm saying yes.
They made them.
If you want the deal, you're gonna start the gamble.
So that's making them?
Yes. No. What do you mean? They're pushing the narrative.
You have a choice.
Okay, you're right. So then it would be don't go over there. So if I told you that if long term you were going to have to gamble over there, would that have it?
Oh no, don't switch it up.
I
Do they
know
have a choice or
HP
not?
Sphinx.
Did you have a choice?
I know.
Did you have a choice or not?
Absolutely, I did, and I'd do it again for the money.
Okay, so you had a choice, though. You're saying they don't have a choice.
Actually, you know what? I don't know if I'd do it. I would need even more money to do it again.
I
would need even more money. I would need even more money to do it again.
Don't deflect, man. Do you have a choice or not?
You have a choice, but then you're saying, well, then it's. But Ricky, let me answer. Let me counter now. So then, if I told you that if you averaged 100 to 500 viewers, if you wanted to go to Kick, a part of your exclusivity contract was we're going to put you on a roll balance, and you're going to have to gamble 2 hours a night with fake money, and you'll keep a small percentage of that. What would you say to that?
All right, sign me up.
Okay, but there you. But these are the things you're not being told. These are the things that I'm saying. For you to act like a couple of crypto billionaires wouldn't lie about a statistic to get their way on an already banned platform, that's delusional. I'd do it too if I were them. But to act like you're making it sound like that there's shame in their game.
I like their marketing techniques.
I like their marketing techniques too. I used to always laugh about seeing Stake.com and the UFC rings. It's ridiculous how much money they have. It's insane.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with that amount of money, and no one's saying you can't. I'm just stating you want to sit here and you're saying it's a sweeter deal. Why?
There's more content opportunities.
There's more content opportunities in what regards? The Omegle is
You can
one.
make
What other ones? Omegle is a very good
watch
example.
whatever you want on there.
You can't though.
You
can't. No, and this is where you'll lose. And I could literally. I wish I could get a Killer Eddie in here. You cannot stream. He thinks you can stream sports and movies and TV shows. You cannot. It doesn't matter. Listen to me.
You can if you want to get
if you want to get sued.
Right.
But
you're not getting caught.
I mean, you're right. The reality is, if I go over there and if I stream the whole thing of The Wire on HBO, which is an HBO show, am I going to get... Okay, whatever. Or Sopranos. Am I going to get sued? Probably not. Not yet, because it's a new site. But if you think you're going to go over there and, you're allowed to stream movies and anything you don't have broadcasting rights for, you literally can't, and you're going to be sued for everything. Yeah. I'm saying, dude, if Aiden gets pursued for the Super Bowl, he could lose potentially every cent he's ever made. I'm saying you aren't even remotely understanding how much. I'm saying you aren't understanding how serious the NFL is. You aren't getting what they want. They want ad revenue for every eye that wasn't paid for with broadcasting rights.
Of course, but the thing is, though, also you got to think. I mean, not in your case, so you don't really have friends, but like Aiden's whole crew, they can't even talk to each other on Twitch. If they can't call them up.
Okay, but dude, you keep bringing up Aiden Ross. What do you?
I'll bring up anyone.
You're talking about you bring up.
Leave Aiden out of it. Leave Aiden out.
The biggest streamer is a stupid thing to say. What he does is, if he pulls 80K on Twitch and 20K on Kick, that's still 20K on Kick. Or 30K. That's still insane. But that's one person. What about the person that's thinking that they got banned for a week or two, and they're gonna go to Kick, and they're gonna sign a deal, and they're gonna think it's sweet, and then the gambling narrative gets pushed on them, and then they're ignorant to how the sphere works and what these guys are capable of.
Gambling doesn't get pushed on everybody.
But if you want a contract, it does.
How do you know, man?
You want me to find out? You want me to explain how I know? How do you think I know? Because I know people that have it. Because I know people that have it. I've talked to people that have it.
Wait for what, Robin?
I know people that have taken smaller Kick deals or deals that involve them streaming sometime on Kick. Gambling's required in it. What's your point? What do you mean, of course? Okay, then don't. Right, but the point I'm trying to make is these are gambling assholes. And what do we know about? But what do we? You're right, Ricky. But what do we know about gambling assholes? They're what?
Army crawling.
Assholes, man. So to act like that there's morality involved in this is the problem, man. And you know what's crazy is you guys think that you guys think Twitch is immortal. Wait till you go over there and deal with them. You think that the morals are incorrect over here? My golly, wait till you go over there. Just because it's different and new doesn't mean it's better, especially when I know the context of which the product is being pushed at. That's all I'm saying.
It's going to be new and improved.
It's not. And every day, if you know anything about business, every day without a mobile app, every day without Aiden and Kai and massive creators streaming over there, it gets one step closer into the graveyard. And you know that's
not even there yet.
But he's not going there. No one big is going over there. No one big is going over there.
You'll see.
Where has Aiden streamed over there? Why hasn't he streamed over there? Because he knows it's a fucking waste of time and they haven't paid him the amount of money he wants yet. That's what it comes down to.
Oh, he already said he got paid it back.
Then why would he tweet out the next day saying that he got fucking what should he rather stream on Twitch?
Oh, it was a troll, bro.
Oh, it was a troll.
That was a troll.
Okay, that's right. That's right, guys.
He didn't adjust it.
That's right, guys.
Hey, guys,
no, you're right. Hey, whenever something happens that's out of your control or your fault or you bear any responsibility or someone does, all you guys have to do is state it's a troll.
You're so dense,
you guys, remember, guys. All you guys have to do is remember it's a troll. He's still on Twitch. That's my point.
And made the fucking clip of him saying like they need
dude,
more money.
The point I'm trying to make, bro, you're straying. That's not even the point I'm trying to make here. Is here. You're thinking this site. You're thinking this site's going to be a Goliath in a year based off of what?
They're gonna buy everybody.
But dude, you're not understanding that. That's not how anything works.
Yeah, well, of course it will.
So why aren't they buying him right now?
Well, okay, dude, look at this. The Yankees buy the best players. They win the World Series.
Bro, getting the best players doesn't necessarily mean that you win the World Series, though, man.
You have a way better chance of succeeding.
Right. If we were playing a sports game, not a streaming platform.
Streamers with
right. But that doesn't work in the same sense when you buy a player to a baseball game. But hear me out. When a site is up 24/7, a baseball player plays however many games. The baseball player's only active during the game. The site has to be active 24/7.
That's all irrelevant, man.
No. You not understanding how business works is what made you think that was a good statement. It wasn't a good statement.
You're bringing your people over to that.
Right. But you have to understand. It's like you have to water. Hey, listen to me, dude. And that's why when they sign an exclusivity deal, you're required to stream a certain amount of hours. Same thing with staying because you need eyes on the site.
Okay, so what?
What do you mean, so what? The Yankees weren't established. But hear me out. People wanted to go to the Yankees is for an opportunity of winning. This is going over here. You're signing the money as a risk. People wanted to go to the Yankees. If you went to the Yankees, you knew you were going over there to probably win a World Series or compete heavily for a World Series.
Yeah, and you're going to kick to get a fucking nice steak deal and do gambling and do nothing.
But you going over there to get you a bag doesn't mean doesn't mean the team is going to succeed, doesn't mean Steak's going to win.
Yeah, this is a one-man team.
What do you mean it's a one-man? It's not a one-man team. What are you saying?
If you're going over to kick, it's a one-man team.
If you're fighting over kick, what are you saying? You're making no human sense.
If you're going to kick, it's a one-man team.
In what way?
You're talking about joining the team for World Series and this and that.
But how can it be a one-man team? You just said it takes an ecosystem of people for it to win. They're signing all the big streamers. But why not now, and where are they at?
Take the deal, obviously.
What do you mean take the deal? Where's the deal now?
Not you. I'm saying.
Ricky, as you farther, I know you're trolling me at this point, so go fuck yourself. But at this point, what I'm trying to have you say is that, and you know you're really a shitty guy to do these with because you only want to fucking troll. But you know at the end of the day that I'm very, very correct, and I'm expecting my $24,000 at the end of the year when you're wrong.
Yeah, one BCC. Kick is dead. I'll send it to you.
Dude, no. Literally, dude, February 18th, 24,000. Listen to me. Everyone mark your calendar. February 18th is when this was made. If that is no longer a domain next year, you owe me $24,000, and vice versa if it is. All right.
Yeah, one BTC.
All right.
Are we talking about Safe Moon or?
Yeah. Bullshit.
Yeah, I still have plenty of that.
Isn't Ricky literally in jail? Yeah, Ricky's in fucking jail right fucking now.
Jail. What does that have to do with my money, though?
Because that just shows you like you're willing to troll and like take the side of scumbags, dude. Like what?
Yeah, but this doesn't matter though, man. Huh?
Dude, Larsnick, thanks for the fucking Twitch Prime, Larsnick. All right, dude.
Remember when Ricky said to the moon?
Wait, Ricky, let's focus on this moon shit now that we did that one. Stop.
Now it's full circle.
Stop.
Oh, Don, you get punked by a 19-year-old in fucking war stuff.
Shut up.
All right, guys, come on, stop. We're watching this shit. Dude, Ricky, listen to me, dude. Let's get this there. Let's go.
Endings frame by frame. One of the most famous pieces of footage in history is Buzz Aldrin's dance across the moonscape.
Ninja or Shroud never say mixer. I know that.
2.5 hours in front of the television camera.
So wait, Ricky, do you believe he landed on the moon?
He left.
He left? Oh.
And
win.
different methods of moving around. The movement, because of the restrictions,
Is it allowed?
spaces,
No.
was basically like being in slow motion.
The famous lunar walk shows Aldrin experimenting with the restrictions of the spacesuit.
So-called kangaroo hop does work, but it seems your forward ability is not quite as good.
Conspiracy theorists have claimed that the footage was actually filmed in slow motion in a studio, and that the astronauts were supported by wires to replicate these movements on the moon.
The astronaut is dangling on a wire to take off, if you like, the difference between the Earth gravity and the moon gravity. The wire was between the backpack and the body. The problem is...
Is there a breeze there on the moon? Like what?
So you see lots of jerky movements.
Astronauts were wearing pretty
put
big
wires
and
in that
bulky
flag to keep it
spacesuits,
standing.
and the weight distribution isn't the same as...
That shit looks fake. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, what?
The astronauts had to really cope with that and work out if they're top heavy, how to move around such that they weren't going to fall over all the time and be unbalanced.
No stars, no sun, right.
Rather careful to keep track of where your center of mass is.
You can see that astronauts really adapted really well to that and started to kind of develop this new walk.
While the exact conditions of the moon couldn't be replicated on Earth, NASA introduced methods to adapt the astronauts. One of their favorite methods was parabolic flight, or as the astronauts called it, the vomit comet. By climbing and diving in a series of arcs, an aeroplane could simulate 30-second windows of reduced gravity. These sessions served as road tests for the spacesuits and gave astronauts their first taste of lunar gravity. If, as the conspiracy theorists claim, NASA faked the Apollo missions, then it also had to fake the photographic
Going to take a shit? What, you are? You're going to take a shit?
Back in the 1960s. I was familiar with the camera that was used, the Hasselblad.
We can't afford 1972 technology. Just bring back, right? Exactly.
So I was familiar with the technical side of it. And the more
I am?
No.
No.
The more I started to doubt.
Straw Hat Mims, Easy Solid. It's your boy. Thanks to follow.
It actually happened the way we've been told.
Also siding with Marcus, American conspiracy theorist Ralph Rene raised a different technical question. Could the gloves the astronauts wore on their pressurized spacesuits have actually worked?
Tack fast, thanks to follow.
What I do is I pull a vacuum in this chamber I created, and I have a glove inserted inside of it, and it was to prove that the flexibility they shown in their suits...
No, I don't believe went to the moon.
...possible. Right now, I can put my hand in there, and I can move it every which way I can grab it.
You're drunk? Oh, shit, what you drinking on?
But as soon as I throw this switch here, I evacuate the chamber.
As air is sucked out of the machine, the vacuum makes it more and more difficult to move the glove.
And this glove doesn't want to move. I can't bend it backwards. I can hardly force it down. I mean, how could you pick up small screws and bolts like they've shown them to do?
Tequila.
Or trigger a little tiny trigger on a camera with the glove doing this.
If it seems impossible to operate a camera properly in pressurized gloves, how could these perfect pictures have been taken? Trained aerospace engineer Jay Windley has extensively researced the moon landing conspiracies and was present at the experiment on the moon set to refute these theories.
This is a Hasselblad EL500 camera manufactured specially for the lunar missions. It attached to the spacesuit via this bayonet. The camera would have a framework surrounding the bottom and rear of the camera, and it would slide down onto
People are telling me to delete the tweet.
So that the astronaut could work with his hands without worrying about the camera.
All right.
Lunar cameras didn't have a viewfinder because the astronauts' helmets.
I got like four DMs on my cell phone from people that delete the tweet. They're like they all got put on lists or something like that. I'm not even fucking trolling. I'm not even kidding. I got scared and deleted it. They all were like, dude, you're gonna get put on a list. I'm not trolling, dude. Like people that don't have any ill intent with me and haven't like really. I swear to God. I swear to God. Pussy? Yeah, I kind of am. Like, what? What was the tweet? Dude, I don't know. I also don't want smoke from the government while I'm trying to like grow on Twitch, so I'm not. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I don't care enough. All right.
It's prevented them from looking down and framing the shot.
Basically, you can.
I mean, I care, but dude.
Camera at what you wanted without having to really look through a viewfinder.
But according to conspiracy theorists, this was a problem.
Delete that tweet. Don't get put on the same list as me.
Focus it, set the shutter speed, set the aperture by hand, wearing armored gauntlets. You can't see the shutter button on a Hasselblad, it's on the front of the camera. You didn't know if you'd taken a photograph because you can't hear anything in space. You can't see the counter dials on the side of the camera. So with all those restrictions, we have some of the most iconic images ever taken in the 20th century. I don't believe it.
I'll step out and take some of my first pictures here.
Jay Windley investigated how these design features on the Hasselblad would have been operated by the astronauts.
The Zeiss Biogon lens here has been fitted with these little paddles to allow the astronaut to manipulate them with clumsy fingers. You just push it in either direction. The shutter release, normally a very small.
Who else is drunk? I was drunk earlier.
Especially large so that it can be pressed with an astronaut's
Taking
glove.
a rippy skip right now.
The focus ring has been fitted with stops that
Damn, how
correspond
drunk
to
are
near,
you? Shit.
medium, far, and infinity. So he didn't have to pay
I
attention
know, I gotta
to whether
redeem
he
points.
was 8 feet or 9 feet away from a subject. He wouldn't have to very carefully measure it.
Richard Underwood was responsible for teaching Apollo astronauts the art of lunar photography.
Even in the early days, before they went in, I'd say, you know, when you get back from this journey, you will be a national hero. But your photographs, I say, if they're good, they'll live forever. I tell them, your only key to immortality
Pretty
is
drunk?
quality of
Nice.
photography. Nothing else. Forget all the other stuff.
The astronauts were told to take their lunar cameras everywhere they went and practice.
They took them home to photograph their friends and family and barbecue.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this new channel points, guys. I'm sorry.
All other types of things. They knew that camera.
I'm remembering a video
very, very effective.
All of the
where they were talking to the guy.
Have we argued 9/11 yet? No, that one's gonna be tough. Ow, fuck!
Versatile in coming up.
No, the 9/11 argument, that one's gonna be a brutal one.
But these outstanding results led to one of the most famous
They
photographic
talked
anomalies.
to the man who was on the moon.
strange
They
case
asked him
of
if it
the
was
lunar
fake and he got
shadows.
pissed off or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Shadows are one of the.
Do you remember that video?
We're gonna pull out. They're gonna show it. They're gonna show it.
To the moon. If you examine pictures offered by NASA as genuine, you find that in many cases the shadows are not parallel. Well, since the sun was the only source of light, all shadows on the moon should be exactly parallel, but they aren't.
That was what I said.
Because the lunar shadows fall in different directions.
This is what I said. This is literally. Wait, guys. That's all I have. That's all I need. What do you mean? The lighting isn't possible for it to be real. Listen to it again.
One of the strong proofs that we never went to the moon. If you examine pictures offered by NASA as genuine, you find that in many cases the shadows are not parallel. Well, since the sun was the only source of light, all shadows.
That's
on
what
the
I
moon
said.
should be
Exactly the
parallel,
same. But they're
aren't.
not. So what does that mean? It means the light's there.
Some conspiracy theorists claim they were created by separate artificial light sources.
There's only one sun. There are not two. But these shadows are anomalous in that sometimes they are diverging from objects and sometimes converging.
Right. They look exactly. And that's what it was. My eyes as a kid realized that's not how that right there is what like lights off a street onto like a gravelly road looks like. It just doesn't look like the sun. It's not sunlight. It's just not. I just can't explain it. It's not.
You can go any place on this planet when the sun's up and you look at two objects and those sun shadows are parallel.
But according to physicists, there are reasonable explanations for why we find that shadows aren't always parallel.
There's lots of different things which can make shadows go in different directions. I mean, obviously, you have shadows pointing away.
I want to
from the
hear
sun,
this.
But if your camera is a wide-angle camera, you will get a perspective effect on the shadows.
The effect of converging shadows is a well-known optical phenomenon.
Perspective and camera lens?
This
I don't
effect is
know.
created where there is a single light source. For both the moon and the Earth, this source
How
is
can
the
you
sun.
argue spotlight?
If you have bits of topography on the surface, like troughs, they can produce shadows which appear to be at right angles to the main direction of the sun.
Okay.
But if we look at the photos, Aldrin appears to be brightly lit up.
Right.
Shouldn't the astronaut's body be in darkness?
He's standing in a pool of light. It's a spotlight. It's not the sun. This is taken
right
here on Earth under controlled studio lighting conditions.